It's a Thursday, almost at the end of the week. Yeah. Almost we are at the end of the week. Yeah. I'm going through oil. US oil or UK oil. It's the same thing. Same moves, same anticipation, affected by the same factors. Yes. This is US oil. We took it at the beginning of the week. We took it from this weekly fair value gap. We're just recapping. At the beginning of the week, we took it from this fair value gap. We're aiming for this swing low. This is our draw on liquidity, DOL, draw on liquidity as our final target. So our narrative was our bearish fair value gap on weekly from here towards this array, which is the swing low. So it was a bearish move, and for swingers are still also anticipating a bearish move. Weekly, you could see this is weekly, and it might possibly give us another fair value gap. Yeah, there's a possible fair value gap, maybe by the end of the week tomorrow. So basically, we could see that we still have bearish momentum in the market because of the presence of these bearish fair value gaps. Fair value gaps signify a continuation or momentum in that same direction. Okay, so I've been trading oil from Monday. I took some partials on Monday. Yesterday I took some short sell. So let me go to 4 hour. We see this is weekly. This was weekly fair value gap. We saw, was it on Monday or last week? It was last week. We saw price reacting off of this weekly fair value gap. We got a choke. This is a change of character on oil. Choke. All right. So this is actually the market maker model. We got a choke, and we further saw price displacing downwards. Yes. So the order flow shifted, yeah, from bullish to bearish. You could see when there's an order flow shift, we have also to see the shift in the fair value area. Yes. So this was our last fair value area. This was our last fair value area. Let me see. This was our last fair value area. This was our last fair value area. Let me mark it. Before price reversed, we would have expected price to come and tap maybe any area around the discount pricing to continue. But what we saw, price just pierced through the lower side of the fair value area, so taking the opposing liquidity. This is what happened exactly. Yes, which means it's just a reversal. So this is a choke. The sell was taken around somewhere here. I could say this is a hidden base. Yeah, this was a hidden base on lower time frame. When you refine, you could simply see an area of supply. hidden base, I'm marking this lowest wick and this highest wick of these two candles. That's what I call hidden base. It's a supply area. So we've been on a sell, creating breaks of structures. We've been on the sell. This is oil, H4, US oil, H4. It's a break of structure. This is the current H4 order flow leg. And where's the origin? The origin is here. I saw yesterday it almost got taken out, but what happened? This was just a liquidity sweep because we didn't see the candle closing above this high. So this is a sweep. Wherever you find you see a sweep, it's caused by a candle rejection. Definitely the candle shouldn't close above the swing high. It's a liquidity sweep. Then after the sweep, we continue to see an internal shift. You can see it on 1 hour. A sweep is always a reversal and a run is always a continuation. So this is a liquidity sweep. A run is always a continuation when price closes with a body and leaves a fair value gap of which it retraces a bounce off of it, then it continues. This is H1. You could see a shift. H1. This is a chalk H1. Oil has resumed its sell still after what happened yesterday. So this is the origin now. We have two origin. This one, the extreme one. Let me just shift this. Let me just remove it. We have this origin and this other one. So one of these two origin is where we're expecting oil to tap. Basically, this is a chalk. It's clear enough on H1. So when price reaches here, since we have our POI on H1, at end of these two zones, we go to 5 minutes, we find a confirmation entry. Yes. For that, we shall be targeting this low, the weekly low, the draw on liquidity that we talked about. Yes, it's gonna be a big move. So this is now a shift. Yes. Yeah, a bearish shift. So basically, we're just waiting for entries upon confirmation on 5 minutes. Yes, according to time alignment, when we find a POI on H1, you have to make entries on 5 minutes. If it's on H4, you have to make entries on 15 minutes. If it's on 15 minutes, entries on 1 minute. So this is basically, yeah, what we're aiming for. This is oil. I think I'll see it will be convincing to take it. Yeah. Thanks. Have a good weekend. It's almost weekend. That was all about oil. We're waiting for sales targeting extreme. The first area of the first target is around $55.61 on US oil. The second is 55. The second is 55 points. No, the second is the weekly low is 55.18. Yes, that's the extreme one. So we waiting to trigger some shorts. Have a good day.